Up, y'all? Welcome back to another video. Today we're gonna check out some customs that I made, so let's get into it right away. First off, we got this bootleg amazing Yamaguchi Wolverine. Now it's just a repaint of this light blue. Always wanted a fully blue Wolverine, and he came out pretty good. He has some paint apps, but I've managed to get rid of him. I wouldn't say he's completely finished, but I put him on the shelf. He's on the shelf. But I would still like to do some minor tweaks, like maybe fill in these gaps, and maybe make another coat on his light blue. But other than that, he's still great. And I recommend finding, if you're looking for a Yamaguchi, get him. If you want, you can even get some replacement joints, because that's all I had to replace was the joints. This red joint right here came from Carnage, and this shoulder pad broke, but I just glued it in place. Other than that, I really love this custom. For some reason, this is the perfect Wolverine for me. Well, let's get on though. So, some more Marvel. Got this Sandman. It's really a kit bash. Other than the neck, I had to like destroy the neck for this one. But yeah, it's just not a classic, but like my own take on Sandman. You know, I use the parts from the Sam Raimi because I like that adaptation the most. And I bought a G.I. Joe. I don't remember what G.I. Joe, don't even ask me. So he could have better articulation because that one from No Way Home sucked. So I bought a G.I. Joe. Just took the parts off and replaced them. And then later on, he had a regular human neck for a while. And then I didn't like it after I noticed it. So I cut off the No Way Home one and put it on there. So yeah, let's go to... This is a recent one. I wouldn't classify this as finished because he's still very loose and pieces fall off. But this is a Ink Demon Bendy from Bendy and the Ink Machine. One of my favorite indie horror game. Probably one of my top 5 games in general. Really love this series. I used some skeletons that I bought off Amazon for like $4. They were like 3D printed skeletons for the base, and then I added a bunch of hot glue and some clay and sculpted more like an inky, skinny figure. And then I bought a toy made by Fat Mojo for the hands and the head and the and the tie. So yeah, pretty good. I like how he looks, and other than his popping off of joints, he's really just gonna be sitting on the shelf. Next up, we got a more recent custom that I posted. This Ultra Ego Vegito. I'm not gonna go over this much. This is like a remake. Well, this is a remake of a figure I did 3 years ago, and I finally got back to it. And I basically just added this arm, redid his chest area, and gave him better legs from a third-party Demonical Fit. And then I bought this head sculpt. Now, let's get onto a way bigger figure. Killer Croc. Now, I know his head does look discolored, but I assure you, in person, he is way more smoother. But I still am thinking about adding the same shade of green that's on the head to down here on this body and more right here. But other than that, it really was just a head swap. But I did paint these spikes, which are very sloppy, as you can see. This was something I wanted to get quick and done and onto the shelf because I wanted a Killer Croc to go with my Bane and Joker. Yeah, other than that, it's just the Abomination body and then this DC Mattel Build-A-Figure Killer Croc head. But everything, there's nothing else. Maybe I'm thinking about painting his pant. No, I just kind of want to paint the green on like the lighter parts to match the head. Yeah, last one, wanted to get through this a little quick, was just this cel-shaded Batman. This is just a McFarlane Batman from the Golden Age Batman. Tried my first attempt. It's not good. It's not good at all. You don't have to be nice. It was just something I did because this was an extra body. Because I used the head from this one and the body from this head to make my perfect gray and blue Batman. So I wanted to do something with this instead of it just rotting in a bin. So yeah, it's pretty nice. It was a whole new thing. That's why you'll see mess ups. And I used some markers. I didn't even use paint. I mean, I used paint to fill it in, but I used the markers to outline it. And I did the cape too. Yeah, very, very, very sloppy job. You know, I just wanted to mess around with it. But it's still decent, you know. I still like it. But yeah, that's it for the video. I do have a bunch of head swaps. Oh, one more. This might hurt some of y'all. This is my Mezco Battle Damaged Wolverine. This is a real Mezco. This was my first Mezco that I didn't take really good care of at all. So I made him into a Battle Damaged custom, and I got a new one that's in perfect condition, by the way. Maybe one day I'll do a comparison. Yeah, I just sticked a bunch of knives in him, made a bunch of deep cuts with a Dremel, and put some stuff in him. Pause. Put knives and swords, you know, samurais. So, yeah, this was pretty easy. It was literally just a dirty up job. Threw him in the dirt, painted some blood on him, cut this up with some X-Acto knives and some grinders, whatever they're called. I forgot what they're called. Then I do have head sculpts that mirror this, that are from the other ones that I cut up. But I like this one the most since it's a professional, and mines are not the greatest. Yeah, also cut up some of his things. You know, it's supposed to be like cool. Seen this on some guy on TikTok did a way better job than me. Did this, and, you know, I was like, you know, I could do this too. I like this. I did this with my Mafex Brown Suit Wolverine too. But I used the CT toys, not a real. Alright, well, yeah, that's actually it. Thank you guys all for tuning in. If you guys want me to, I have a bunch of head swaps that I've done. A bunch of kit bashes too. I could do a separate video on those. Like even just like this right here. But I also got some custom head sculpts that I've made myself and bought. So I could do another video like that to show off. But I just wanted to do this one because just finished up that Vegeta Ultra Ego. Yeah, so I hope you guys have a blessed day. And see you. Peace.